Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Oh, rookie. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday on this crazy, I think we're going to have some crazy weather here in a minute. I'm looking outside and my flag's touching the top of the house. So who knows? We need the rain, that's for sure. But welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. We're live from the Wacky Wednesday studio here in San Antonio, Texas. And totally excited about tonight's interview. Tonight's interview is going to be, I got to be looking at this camera, Gabriela. See, I'm looking over there and I'm supposed to be looking over here. It's live. It's cool. It's all good. But guys, if you're tuning in on behalf of Gabriela, welcome to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, where we talk about anything and everything with the best in la onda tejana. And not just music. I really want to start doing other things, but, you know, I love doing music. So we'll do as long as musicians want to keep coming on here, we'll continue to keep doing these wonderful interviews. And so tonight, my guest is, as promised, the beautiful and new to our Onda Tejana, Miss Gabriela Martinez.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
She's sparkling, guys. So make sure that let me know if it's too much. I'll turn the light on her because of all the bling bling she has. She barely made it through. We have metal detectors when you come in our house, and she barely made it through. So no, I'm just giving you a hard time.
barely.
No, Gabriela, welcome, dude. I'm glad you're here.
I'm excited.
And welcome to our beautiful city of San Antonio.
Yes.
If you didn't know, Gabriela is now an official San Antonian. Is that how you would say it? San Antonian?
Yeah.
All the way from the 813.
Tampa, Florida.
That's
yep.
it, man. You know,
it.
we talked a little bit on Saturday, so I got to spend a little bit of time with Gabriela on Saturday. We had a great event downtown at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. The Impala Super Show was a successful, great event. Great artists performed, beautiful cars. It was just a good time all around. And Gabriela got to come up and perform all her songs that she has.
Yes.
And I got to talk to her, and she's like, "Well, yeah, I'm from Tampa."
Yeah.
You know,
Born
so
and raised.
I can't wait to touch on that, because you're going to be the second artist that we've had on the show that has literally left everything they know to follow their dreams and their ambitions.
Oh, yeah.
In Tejano music.
Oh, yeah. I don't play. I came here, and that's what everyone's saying. It's like, why'd you move? Like, what made you? I was like, you got to give it your all. And that means going to the root of where things are really going to happen. San Antonio.
That's it.
Perfect spot. So here I am.
and you're here, but you know, I'll tell people this. I said this Saturday. You know, don't sleep on the state of Florida. The state of Florida has produced some great Tejano artists: Bajo Cero, Completo, G5. Off the top of my head, I don't want to forget somebody. They're gonna. Jonathan Espinosa is a producer there out of Florida who's helped out, Carla Cristina, Asaltos, just many different groups. And he's got something going. Like he's produced some good hits, and he's from the state of Florida, man. So again, Tejano music goes beyond the borders of Texas. Yeah. And tonight's episode here with Gabriela is going to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Gabriela, first of all, how old are you, dude?
I'm 20. A lot of people always ask me. Yeah, I'm 20 years old.
You can't even buy cigarettes yet.
I cannot. No, I could buy a lottery ticket.
You could buy a gun if you want.
I could.
Not going political. I just
Everybody's like, woo! Not political today.
No political today. But I'm excited to have you again, because your roots have a big piece of my heart. I met my wife in the 813, and she is from there.
She's a Florida girl.
Yeah, she's a Florida girl.
Okay.
She's from the Miami Homestead area.
Oh yeah.
And later moved on in her young teens. She moved to the Ruskin area, Ruskin, Florida.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm really familiar with all that area. One of my best friends, my compadre, is DJ Moyo.
Yeah.
DJ Moyo, and DJ Moyo's if you're in the 813, anything to do with Mexican music, Tejano music, the name Moyo is just they go together there. So shout out to everybody watching from the 813 and all of Florida, man. We have one of your own here.
I'm here.
We stole her from you guys, so you no longer can claim her. She is now from the 210.
210.
Hey, but your area code is still 813 to your phone?
Oh, yeah, it is. Everybody asks me that. They're like, 813? Because they say, can I get your phone number? Like, when I put something in, I'm like, 813? And I say the rest, and then they're like, where's 813? Like, they get so confused.
Don't switch it, because mine is 949, and
Yeah.
I've lived here, I don't know, since 2000. We moved here back from California since 2011.
Yeah.
And I've had the same phone number since, I think, 2001 or 2002.
I like that, though.
So-
I like sticking out. I like the 813. It's like, yeah, 813, Like, I'm a little...
So when you say
different.
you're from Tampa, what area of Tampa are you from?
So, technically, Brandon, which is like...
You're just getting bigger and bigger in my heart, Gabriela.
Am I? Yeah,
Yeah,
Brandon,
so
like, my whole life.
We lived off of... I'm having a brain fart. My wife will come to the door and probably tell me. But the main boulevard there where all the restaurants are at.
60.
Well, 60. No. On this side of the mall.
Causeway, 60, Lumsden.
I guess it'd be Causeway. Providence Lakes.
Oh my! I went to school at Mintz Elementary in Providence Lake.
My kids went to school,
Oh
Providence
my
Elementary
God,
School.
Look at that. It's fake.
Hey, another one, Vidal, who used to sing for Grupo Completo. He's now doing his single, his own thing, Saludos. Another great vocalist out of the state of Florida. But yeah, man, that's cool. So we have that connection, right?
That's super cool.
20 years old, you leave everything you know,
Yeah.
and you move here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How did your parents take that?
Well, okay. I lived in the Valley first. And that's when I was alone. Like, I literally had nobody. I didn't have any family here. I was just like, it was just me. So that was pretty hard on me. My family's moving here, though. Both my parents are moving with me. We got our place. We're settling in. I just moved in on Friday, y'all. Like, I literally just got here.
So you're sleeping on like an air mattress and like a pillow?
No, I have a mattress, guys. I don't have a bed frame yet, but I got a mattress.
Oh, yeah.
No, but it was really hard being away from home. I got allergies moving here. I've never had allergies before, and then I came to Texas. Everything was dry. I'm used to like humid, disgusting mosquito weather, and I came here and it was like a desert, like in my nose.
It's not that it's a desert, right? It's not that it's a desert. It's more of like it's the cedar, the oak, the things that you don't have in Florida, right? If you're not used to it, it'll eat you up. My wife has the same problem. A lot of people from Texas have allergy issues. It's just something that of living down here. You know what I'm saying? But I officially want to welcome you to San Antonio.
Thank you.
And just like I told Carla Casina, like, you're right. This is the center of it all. Mm-hmm. This is where dreams are made of when it comes to Tejano music.
Yeah.
You're in the center of Texas pretty much. If you start gigging around, you're in the center. You can go north, south, east, or west, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, Gabriela, I watched earlier in the day, I saw that you were on the Tampa Bay American Idol tryouts.
Yes, I was.
So,
that's so funny when because people have brought that up to me, like, oh, I saw you were. It's American Idol. It is a branch of American Idol, but that's how you get to the front of the line for the actual American Idol auditions. I was like 15 when I did it, so I was so nervous. I sang an Adele song. It was "Make You Feel My Love," and I just went.
I didn't know the song.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. It's a.
So I couldn't I was just like, okay.
You're like,
she sings beautiful, but I don't know. I don't know.
God,
I don't know that song.
No, but I got the ticket. I got the little. I felt so special.
You got to move on.
I got the front of the line, and I was like, oh my God, I was so happy. I cried, I think, because it was such. It's always been a
Were
dream.
the judges, the real judges, actually there, or they're
No, you don't get to them. They don't tell you this, but you don't get to like the judges until like after like 3-4 rounds.
Wow.
It's a lot of auditioning. It's a lot.
You have a special comment already. Emmanuel J's watching.
Hello. Oh.
And we were just talking about it.
You.
Emmanuel, were your ears ringing? Because we were just talking about you.
Yeah.
He's like, you're going to be huge, Gabriela, pushing for you. That's
thank
badass.
you so much.
So
Yeah.
I love that, man. I really love the fact that a lot of artists are starting to pick up and watch Bumpers Wacky Wednesday and support one another. I talk about this week in and week out, like we would be in such a better place if everybody in the Onda was that way, right? Like pushing for each other.
Yeah.
And you walked in here today and you were excited. And she walked in with a Happy Meal, guys. So I'm gonna throw that out there right away. She literally walked in here with a Happy Meal, asked if I wanted the toy. I said, no, it's a girl toy. I don't want the toy. So,
Expose me. I do eat kids' meals, guys. The truth is out.
it's
okay?
cheaper. I mean,
truth is out.
if you're on a diet and you don't want to eat that bad, just get like, I go to Whataburger sometimes and get the kids like the Whataburger Junior.
juniors?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad as eating the whole Whataburger.
I get so offended. Like, I know I'm 20, but like, I'll go to a restaurant sometimes. I'll be like, can I get the kids? They're like, no. I'm like, I feel offended because like
Just
I know
say, I got my little sister coming in a minute. I want to order her something.
order for
I'll
her.
have a water. Oh, she didn't decide to come. She's not coming.
I'm gonna eat it. I guess no. Yeah.
But no, so you walked in here and you were excited, and I could see in your face, the excitement in your face, and we talked a little bit off camera. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that just happened over the weekend. You guys are going to get right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. You're going to get an exclusive tonight, right here. I mean, drum roll and all. You're going to get an exclusive of something that just happened. But I want to go back to the positive part of this.
Right.
You walked in here very excited because you said you have been working all day today with Shelly Lattis.
I've been working not with yes, Shelly and I have been on the phone nonstop. She's been mentoring me. So having Shelly as a mentor is like one of the biggest blessings because she knows the business and she's an artist. So I was on the phone with her. We were talking over some things, and then I had promoters calling me, and now I'm giving promoters my schedule so they can book me for this. And then Jim Luna, who does bookings for me, he's calling me, hey, I got this for you. And it's like everything, like even when I feel like giving up at sometimes, like everything, it's like God the next day just puts everything back together. And it's just amazing. I love it.
I mean, that's the music industry.
Yeah.
I'm not an artist. But, I say week in and week out, the more I interview and the more I hang out in the music industry, it's like anything else, man. It's really like life, right? You can have all these good things or all these bad things happen to you, or better yet, you get a raise at work, right?
Right.
And then as soon as you get the raise, you're like, hell yeah.
Right.
I needed that. I'm going to be better. I'm going to do this. Right. And then you get like 2 things of bad news. You're like, God, Lord, like, man, I just had this good. You just dropped 2 things on her. But you know what? To everybody watching, it's not just you. It's me. It's Gabriela.
It's everybody.
It's La Chingona. Shout out to Chingona.
She's here.
She's actually in the audience
My
tonight.
chaperone.
There you go. She is. She is the grown adult chaperone.
Yes, for the 10-year-old with the kids meal. She is
So,
right.
She's here. So, I want to throw that out there. It's just life, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you take it, you roll with the punches. What I always tell my kids, like,
Yeah.
If you get punched, all right, cool, suck it up and keep moving forward. And you being mentored by Shelly Lattis, I mean, dude,
yeah, that's my girl.
that is like, if there's 10 pillars in the front of a building that says Tejano Music, I can promise you this: that little short piece of dynamite is one of those tall, sturdy pillars that for almost 40 years has been holding up this industry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I always say that if we had more Shelly Lattises in the industry, we'd be in a way better place, right? We'd be so much better as a whole. And it just makes me happy to see you coming here, a young 20-year-old, just excited and happy that, she's giving you the time and mentoring you. You know what I mean?
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's easy for you to say, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to Florida, man. I'm not. This is not me. Like blah 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 blah. It's easy. It's easy to cut and run.
Oh, for sure.
But you got to stick it out, dude.
Yeah.
You got to stick it out.
She saw, she doesn't really, I talked to her, but we talk music. We talk like, okay, how do you feel about this producer? How do we feel about, she's like, oh, they could do this, but if you're looking for more of this, she's very, but then she'll also give me the ins and outs of the industry. And she saw that a lot of people were coming at me a little bit, in a good way, no one was like rude, but they were like, hey, Gabriela, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? Like, and she was like, hey, just be careful, with certain things. And she just gives me that advice that a lot of
snakes in the grass.
Snakes in the grass, yes.
No, that's the easiest way to put it. It's the simplest terms to put it. It's not the prettiest way, right?
Yeah.
But it is. There's snakes in the grass. Everybody's in it to make money, right? And I understand that, right? There's enough money for everybody to be made, but at the same time, like, at whose cost?
Exactly. And I'm the type of person too, like, I will we want to get something done, I'm going to get it done. Like, I moved to Texas to get things done, like, I wasn't playing around. But there was also an adjustment period that I had to get through because, I moved to the Valley. I was in San Antonio. So it was very different from Tampa, Florida. Like, I'm used to Disney World and, like, beaches and everything. Hey, friend. Just the little wave.
Oh, yeah, it's life. It's life. Dude, come on.
No, it's okay. We just had a little visitor, guys.
So, my son Jacob is looking for. He lost his TV remote, so since he was in here, he thought he left it in here. But Gabriela's like, what's going on?
No, I just saw him. I was like, hi, friend. Like, I mean, you want to sit down next to me? I got space. Like, we're good. I don't mind.
So, if you're just joining us, man, my guest tonight is Miss Gabrielle Martinez, all the way from Florida. But now, again, like I said, she's from, she's moved to San Antonio and ready to start her career. So a big hug and a big shout out to Shelly Lattis, who not only you, so many people I speak to, and especially young females, she reaches out and mentors. And that's beautiful. It's not just amazing, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah.
And with that being said, tomorrow night, if you're not doing anything tomorrow night at Smoke Sky Bar downtown, Shelly Lattis will be playing, man. One of her last shows, maybe here in San Antonio, as she calls it quits this year, and at Smoke. And guess what, Raza, your favorite word, right? It's absolutely free. Right, she's gonna hit the stage about 9:00. People usually get there between 7:30 and 8. Get yourself something to eat, something cold to drink. Get you a nice little table view of the stage. And here's the other great thing. You ever been to Smoke, Gabriela?
I've never been to like anything here. I didn't even know what Whataburger was till I moved here. I didn't know what Jack in the Box was.
We're gonna get into all that, right? No, if you've never been to Smoke, it's a great little, it's a great facility. It's outdoors. People are like, it's hot. Like, once the sun goes down, it's bearable.
Good, yeah.
Get yourself something cold to drink. Get you some good barbecue. And where I was going with it is that the other great thing about Smoke Sky Bar is that there is always other Tejano stars there supporting other Tejano stars.
Yeah.
You can walk around and you can meet 4 or 5 artists in one evening. If you're a big fan of Tejano music and you've never been there, check it out, man. Get out for a little bit. And speaking of getting out.
Yes.
Speaking of getting out, that's tomorrow night. Tonight, the place to be tonight, after the show, of course, is Mustang Sally's, dude. Mustang Sally's, 3428 Roosevelt Avenue in San Antonio, Texas. Me and La Chismosa 210 will be there broadcasting live on a new night, on Wednesday nights. It's called Tejano Night. If you've never been in there, it's a beautiful, okay, look, it's an old building. Get it. It's had a bad rap. I think La Chingona even said that's her old stomping grounds or something like that, right? So, with that being said, that's her old stomping grounds. The inside is just beautiful. The inside has been redone completely, and it has one of the best sound systems in all of South Texas. The lights, everything. It's beautiful. So again, tonight, Mustang Sally's on Roosevelt Avenue. Come check out me and Chismosa. We'll be there. I'll leave here right after the show. I'll I'll kick Chingona and Gabriela out, and I'll haul ass over there. But I will be there, I promise. So Mustang Sally's tonight. Don't forget the place to be. If you're here in San Antonio and want to get out and get something cold to drink, check out something new. Gabriela.
Yes.
Back to you after all this. I mean, they don't know that I'm doing a show. I mean, they're just
I love it, though. I love it.
Wow.
That's my house, if anything.
Y'all come get me, Bumper. Jeremiah. You forgot about me. It's my birthday, bro. Any shout outs? DJ Frankie Guerra. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to DJ Frankie Guerra. Lisa Martinez. She's told me to tell you hello. You know Lisa Martinez?
Hi, Lisa.
She does a lot of the promoting of all like the American Me, and she was at the Lowrider show. If you see her, you'll know who she is. I know a lot of faces, and I like a lot of faces. Be like, oh yeah, because I see them on Facebook. But names is a little hard for me because I'm meeting so many people, and I feel bad. Okay. All the artists, all the TikTokers, all the Facebookers, anybody that wants to, I don't want to say it like this because they're going to be like, who do you think you are? If you believe that you're a Tejano or social media influencer of any sort, you're looking right here. You're looking, hands down, the number one algorithm owner of Tejano music right now to this day, probably for the last 2.5 weeks, for at least the last 20 days. And if you don't know what an algorithm is, it goes off of what you look at. If you ever notice, like if you go to TikTok and stuff, you start getting more videos. You start getting more videos of like things that you watch, right? It's more people you watch, you start getting to see more stuff like that. Well, Gabriela has found a way to either cheat the system or something. She has found the way, dude. I have methods. No, Gabriela, really I promise. We know you don't want to give away the ultimate of what you're doing, but first of all, dude, honestly, I want to do this. I want to give you an applause because you have the magic key. You really do when it comes to social media. I can go to TikTok. I can go to anything. Gabriela's going to come up. And I guarantee there's people watching that are probably would agree with me. So whatever you're doing, continue to do that. I will. Right? I will. Continue. Whatever times you're posting, whatever you're doing, continue to do that because whatever you're doing is working. No, yeah. And I think the most important thing, and this is what I was talking to Chingona about it, it's like I'm very, very real on social media. Like I'm just open. Like I could talk to you like we're best friends, you know? And I'm not always going to wear makeup every time. I'm not always going to have my hair done every time. I could wear a t-shirt, no makeup, and I'm singing like Gloria Estefan, you know? But I think they kind of like that I've never been like that, you know? Like I want people to be like, oh wait, she looks like me. We don't always have to be dolled up, you know? And a lot of like love. You know, you're absolutely right. I think people can really they can really bond with you in that sense, right? Because like there are some people who and not because she's here. Fucking Chingona does that. Chingona makes videos of her with no makeup, and then bam, the next video she has makeup on, and you're just like, okay, she's like. How many women be like, oh hell no, don't put me on camera. No, hell, I'm not. You're not gonna get me without. You're not gonna get me without my lip gloss. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, what Gisela said. Here, I'll highlight this comment. What'd she say? Gisela Martinez. My mother. That's your mother. Oh, okay. She's mother. Like, she's relatable. There you go. That's the word. I think because a lot of, growing up, especially in today's day and age, like you have social media shoved in your face. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use it to my advantage. Like, we live on our phones. Everyone knows that. Like, we can't lie. Everybody lives on their phone. So I was like, let me just show those sides of myself. Let me show what I'm eating, Let me show, hey, it's my dog Roxanne. Like, I just want to show parts of I'm not going to show everything. But here's, have you gone to the toilet with your phone? Not yet. That's chapter 2. That's next week.
That's next week. Don't give away my secrets yet.
Oh man. And you know, another great thing about you, Gabriela, as I follow you on social media, is that at the snap of a finger, you could just be talking about something. Somebody comes on, hey, can you sing this song? And you're just like, yeah, I'll sing it. And right off the cup, you start singing, and it's amazing. Now,
thank you. I tried.
I love all artists, but if you're around music enough, you know that there's some artists that won't do that. They're not going to pick up a microphone if it's thrown in their face and say, start singing. They can't, right? One, if they don't got their band, or they're just not comfortable, right? Because there's people who sound better once they're remastered in a studio, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of the business. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's literally part of the business. But you're just one of the special people who could pick up a mic anywhere, and the way you sound on live is the same way you're going to sound anywhere live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Thank you, though. I was like, that's my little craft.
It's not everybody can do that. You know, not everybody can do that. So that's something very special about you.
Thank you.
And again, I just want the people tonight, at the end of the show, I want you to, one, be aware that there's females like this in the onda right now, kicking ass and taking names, and you better be ready, right? Because they're coming with, not that they're coming with a vengeance, but a lot of them are being mentored by Shelly Lares. And Shelly's not Little Miss Dynamite for nothing.
Right.
And I guarantee you she's instilling, if anything, a little, maybe not a stick of dynamite, but at least a black cat.
Something.
She's in something, right? To let them know, like, hey, you know, I paved the road, you know, and I think she does it because she wants to leave. I've told her this before in our interview. A matter of fact, she'll be here in 2 weeks. Before we leave to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Shelly be right here in the seat with me again here in 2 weeks. So, you know, I think in a sense, she's leaving Tejano better than the way she found it.
Oh, 100%.
Have you ever heard of that? Like when somebody comes somewhere, always leave something better than the way you found it.
The way you found it, yeah.
And I think she's taken that to the very extreme right now, especially with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
I really do. And I appreciate it too because she's honest. She'll be like, this could have been, you know, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. You know, like she's like, well, it's okay.
She's definitely an alpha. If you never met Shelly,
she is like,
she's going to come in a room and she is going to own it. If you think you're a badass, you're really not. She'll come in and the biggest dudes or the meanest ladies, like she's going to come over and take over in a snap of a finger.
And it's so funny because she's small like me. Like I'm small. I'm short. And so the first time because we had been texting, I met her in Vegas for Tejano takeover.
Wait, your mom just comment that's just eating me up on the inside. I want to laugh.
What did she say?
She's like, because I told her we're going to Milwaukee, right? Oh my God. And she's like, tell Jerry Rivera I love him.
Oh my gosh, my mom, she's like, they're singing
Cara
with my
de
husband.
niño. I like Jerry Rivera.
My mom has like 10 husbands. Apparently, it's like Richard Gere, him, the guy from Grey's Anatomy, McDreamy, like. Mom.
Saludos to Luis A.G., another artist, great artist from Monterrey, Mexico. Thank you for watching. You know, again, Gabriela, you got a lot of artists watching, man. Because you're an artist right now. Yeah. And this is going out phone conversations that I have. My wife hates because I'm always on my damn phone.
It's okay.
All the time.
It happens.
You're a name that's been thrown around a lot. And people are trying to put the face to the name. And tonight's a perfect way to do that with you. You know what I'm saying? Again, the end state of tonight's interview is not to pick on Gabriela, but it's to let the world know who you are, right, and that you're here, and give them a little bit about you. You know what I mean? One thing that I find fascinating about you, and some people might find it weird. I don't. She's not Mexican.
That's true.
And she's not even like close to being Mexican, you know what I mean?
Even, guys. Nope.
And the thing is, she loves the music. So let's get into that. Like, what are you?
So guys, it's a mix, okay? My mom's fully Colombian, fully. My dad is Korean and Puerto Rican. So I'm a Hispanian baby. I'm a little Hispanic Asian. My dad speaks no Spanish. Like if you came up to him and started speaking Spanish, he'd be like, Like, he would literally throw up his hands, look at me and my mom, and be like, please. I'm a no sabo kid, too. And I'm very open about it. I'm very open about all these things. No sabo kids, I'm here with you. I get the pain. I get it.
Oh, so we finally have a no sabo kid in the industry. Hey.
It's yo.
Dude, I see it already. If you have any Gabriela shirts, they're going to have no sabo in the front and Gabrielle Martinez in the back.
But it's like
dude.
a trend. I didn't know that. So I didn't know what a no
It's
sabo
a hashtag,
was.
dude.
It's a hashtag.
Hell yeah,
no
it's a
sabo
hashtag.
kid. And people, like, there's so many kids, like my age, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, girl, finally somebody that doesn't speak it, but they sing it, you know? Because obviously there was Selena. She was a no sabo at first. She got pretty fluent.
But she was... You got to go back. You always got to say that she made it a point to learn it because she knew she had to.
And that's what I'm doing. Duolingo, hey. But I honestly, so with my Spanish, learning it, I learn a lot more when I speak it, when I hear it, like a song, and soap operas, telenovelas. They are the best thing to learn Spanish for me.
So me and my wife, I lasted one season. My wife did all 3 seasons. I hadn't watched a novela in years, dude.
Really? There's so
I mean,
good.
Dos Mujeres, Un Camino, I think it was like the last one that I ever like really paid attention to, right? But this one was on Netflix, and it was like a B or C rated. It was from the country of Colombia.
Reina del Flow.
No.
Oh, I was like, that's
It
a good
was
one.
it was si no hay whatever Colombians say breasts are, no hay amor.
Oh my gosh, I know exactly. The fact that I know this, it's like, si no hay, not tatas, it's like.
It is.
Isn't
That's,
tatas, si no hay
yeah.
tatas, no hay amor.
Yeah,
It's like
that's it. So
Don't fly with me because I started watching
if somebody knows who that is, good, put that in the comment. It's on Netflix. So there is 100 episodes
oh, yeah.
per season,
Oh,
and my
yeah.
wife watched all 3 seasons.
And I respect her for it.
Dude, and there's just so much crying. Sin senos no hay pariso. That's what it's called.
Yes, I
Your
was
mom
like,
answered
tatas.
it.
My mom answered. Oh, and that's another thing. So I'm learning Spanish, right? And yo puedo hablar español. Es suficiente, okay? Like, si es necesario, yo puedo cambiar a español. But I have a little accent. My accent's everywhere. I learned my Spanish in Spain. So I have Castellano Spanish, which is very, very proper. But then my mom speaks Colombian Spanish, which is also proper, but they don't say the same. You know, there's like different things.
Yeah, everybody has their own slang.
Their own slang, you know?
And Colombians are a little more towards, if you guys have never left the state of Texas, and there's a lot of people out there like that, if you're not familiar with different Latinos and the way they speak Spanish, go to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Florida. You will be in a world of shit in about 10 seconds. You know what I mean? The minute you go to McDonald's or something, order food. You go to Miami, you're done. You don't speak Spanish in Miami.
Oh.
Don't even go out. Don't even go out.
Spanish is like Cubanos. They speak very fast.
Right. So you know, Cubans, they have their way of speaking. Mexicans, we draw everything out.
I love it. I noticed that.
Colombians, they're kind of like more of a proper, but I think they lean more towards Mexican Spanish, right? They're not like Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans. They're all like in one group.
Yeah.
Like the way they speak Spanish, the R's and the S's and whatnot. So, but here's the thing. You're here in San Antonio. So you got to start learning Spanglish and Tex-Mex.
Oh, yeah.
And you lived in the Valley. And like the Valley has their own damn language. You know what I mean?
Valley, I noticed, because I worked in a restaurant in the Valley, but you're right by the border. So I had a lot of people from Mexico come over, and I would learn their Spanish. But then there was a Valley Spanish, which was like straight up like they said like so many different slangs, and I'd be like, I didn't even know what the word envidia meant at first.
What word?
Like, envidiosa. Like I had like my coworkers, they'd be like flipping their hair. I loved them though. Like meeting my coworkers was like the best thing I could have done because they were like, "Oh, girl, Spanish 101. You need to learn." But it was like the most Spanglish, Tex-Mex, Valley Spanish ever.
But you got to know, growing up here, some of those words, like for me, there's some words that I say. That's the only way I know how to say them. Like, parquear, like to park a car, parquear, like that's not a real Spanish word.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we took park and said, fuck it, we're gonna make it Spanish. Parquear.
My mom's like, I gotta go do something, and she'll literally when she speaks Spanish to me, because my dad didn't know it, so that's why there was no Spanish in the house. But my mom she would be like, okay, I tried to speak to her, and then I would say something, she'd be like, no, it's like this. And then I go to my Spanish class, and they'd be like, that's absolutely wrong. Because she's doing the,
Yeah. I mean, that's, even here, when you take Spanish class, if you got a teacher who learned in college, all of us that grew up speaking, a little bit of Spanish, you go into Spanish class thinking you're going to walk in there and get an A. You start talking like, that's not how you say that. That's not even a word. This, that, and the other.
You're like, oh,
you know what I mean?
I thought I was fluent.
Somebody put no Nintendo. That's another one, like
no Nintendo.
Like Nintendo.
Oh, no Nintendo.
But it's no Nintendo, like no entiendo.
No entiendo. Oh my gosh. My grandma's Puerto Rican. My great grandma's Puerto Rican, and her Spanish is very Puerto Rican. So I'll speak some of my Spanish to her. She's like, Mama, no. And she'll like completely do like, she makes up words too. Like she'll make up, she's like, el bloque, like the block or something. And I'm like, I think that means something. She's like, no, it's not. It's the block. I'm like, okay. Because she lives in New York, So her Spanish, Puerto Rican, New York Spanish, it's a lot different.
I got you.
I'm learning though, guys. Like, I got you.
So growing up in Brandon, man, Brandon for the most part, people think of Florida, you're going to think of Cubans and, Haitians and Puerto Ricans. You don't think Mexicano. For sure, you don't. You like, for me, I didn't, right? Until I moved there and I realized that there's 3, 4, 5, 6 generations deep. Chicanos, like they're Mexicanos that they came here from the valley to work fields and work the fruit and the vegetable in the fields, and they stayed there, and they're generations and generations deep. So our music has been there for many years.
Oh, for a long time.
Right, for a long time. But Brandon, to me, Brandon is a huge. It's underrated as a melting pot. There's a lot of different ethnicities in Brandon. So I'm going with this is, how in the hell did you pick up Tejano music, and the only word you can't say, the only name you can't say is Selena, and I'll let you talk.
Okay, so, because a lot of people ask this, so this is the uncut, unedited. I'm going to be honest. I grew up on all sorts of music, right? So Selena was put into my life by my mom.
Take it out. She's not.
20-year-olds.
You see that chingona? They cannot follow. You can't say.
So
no, you can say Selena all you want. I just don't want you to use the word. I want you to go beyond Selena, because that's a common one. I can ask a girl from New York. She's like, oh, it's Selena. Gotcha. You know what I mean?
Well, the one that we're not going to talk about. Yeah. That's honestly, that's the Voldemort of today. You can't say his name, but no. Honestly, I learned most of it coming here and being in, because I didn't grow up on accordion sounds. The accordion, I was like the first time I saw it, I looked at the guy and I was like, how is he even, because you're like,
yeah.
And then moving in, I'm like, it was a culture shock. So I got into Shelly Lares, then Alida Reina, Stephanie Montiel, Elsa Garcia, like all these people, Sunny Sauceda, like these people just started, okay. And I was like, who, Mike G and the Iconics, people like that. Then I went to Vegas. That was enough. Vegas fanfare. If you didn't know Tejano, you know it now, because it was like everyone was just there. And I felt like I needed that, because I was just making music to make music. I just wanted to sing. I wanted to make music that I was like, this is catchy, this is what I like, this has this and this and this. And then Tejanos were like, hey. And I was like, hey. And then they kind of just adopted me. I'm not even kidding. That's how it felt. Like, you guys just like, were like, I love this song. Take me in.
She said, we just adopted her.
You guys
Let me see those papers again.
No, but it turned into a lot more.
Right.
It turned into, and I was like, you know what? I'm in this. Let me start researching it. And then Jennifer Peña, which I said she was Tejano, and then people were like, she's not Tejano. And I was like, oh my god, okay.
Bullshit, she's not Tejano. You gotta go back.
I was like,
when she was 12, 13 years old, she started Tejano. She married Obi Bermudez, so people consider.
He follows me on TikTok. We're friends on TikTok. Obi?
But does she follow you?
She comments on my
Obi,
stuff.
you better fix that shit right now. No,
Obi, she comments on my covers. I sang Si Tu Te Vas, and she put like this whole big paragraph, and I was like,
So how does that make you feel, man, to know that, here you are singing somebody's song, and they're coming underneath you and writing, like you just said, Jennifer Peña wrote you a whole paragraph.
Oh my god, it's like, I had to look through it like a million. I thought it was a fake account. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, there's no way she did. And then I saw it and I was like, and then her husband the next day followed me and I was like, okay. So somebody talked about me. They had to show.
Right.
So then I posted another cover. She commented on it and I was like, Jennifer, if we're best friends, let me know, because like we can be besties. But it was just, it's so surreal, that
Yeah,
they
for
even
sure,
noticed
man,
me.
for sure.
Like, I was like starstruck. I was like, Mom, Jennifer Bania. And she was like, oh, because my mom's so chill. I'm like the crazy, like.
So let me, speaking of your mother, man, you said your mother's going to move here to San Antonio. I got to meet her.
Yeah.
I got to meet her on Saturday. Are you bringing her along this musical journey in a sense where she's not being a mom, she's not backing you up because this is what you want to do? Like, what I mean is, like, are you showing her, like, hey, Mom, this is Elsa Garcia. This is Shelly Lares.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is,
She's getting schooled. Mama's getting schooled. My dad, too. My dad doesn't understand anything because he's coming. My parents are coming with me. He doesn't understand any lick of Spanish. But I'll be like, okay, Dad, I'm going to play the song for you.
But he's Korean, you said.
He's Korean. He signed, sign language. We signed.
Uh-huh.
So my grandma, she's deaf. So we can sign to her. We can speak to her that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he doesn't know nothing. But I show him songs. He loves the accordion. My dad loves like looking at the accordion, like hearing it, because he thinks it's like, I don't even know. He just likes a little ding 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 sound, and so he's like, oh yeah, that's badass.
So, as a young artist, I'll tell you, one thing that I will tell you is that it would be really cool if you. I love how you're learning all these people who have been in the industry for a long time, especially the female artists, right? But the history of the music, right? Because knowledge is power.
I agree.
Knowledge is power. And if, I tell DJs, anybody in our industry, like, if you want to stand up tall about who we are and what we are, know where it comes from.
Yeah.
Know where it comes, know why do we have an accordion in our music?
It's the German.
Like, it's a German. So
yeah.
I'll give you a quick class, right? The Germans moved here and the Americans were giving them, Texans were giving them land, right? But here in Texas is already Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexicans already owned this land.
Yeah.
They came, and what do you do here in Texas? You ranch, right? Cattle. The Mexicans have been doing that for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So they stole the land. Now the Germans own the land. Well, they don't know how to work the land. So what do? Like, hey, you want to stay here? Boom, work the land.
Yeah.
Right? I own it, but you're gonna work it. In the evenings,
yeah.
You got it right. We got to think back, like, life without internet, life without technology,
without the phones. Come
right?
on, guys.
So, the Mexicans would sit around a fire and sing their folklore songs. Well, the Germans, and not just the Germans, but other countries, the Polish. There's a lot of Polish here. They love the polka.
Yeah.
And they brought the accordion over. Mm-hmm. Well, the Mexicanos that were here took their folklore songs, say, hey man, just like your dad, I like that accordion.
Yeah. And
started embracing that accordion music, mixing with their Mexican music. Then the music is born.
It was like a baby.
It's like, yeah.
I love it.
What I'm saying?
I like the fusions, though.
Yeah, it's a fusion. So if you ever go like to the Conjunto Festival here in San Antonio,
yeah, I want to.
Not only do you see, you'll freak out on how many people of different ethnicities come because it's an art. To them, it's us, it's like, all right, man, we get to see Bonnie Mauricio, or we get to see Rubén Naranjo. Rubén Naranjo y los Gamblers. I'm sorry, Ricky Naranjo y los Gamblers. And we're excited, want to drink beer, listen to some good but to them, it's more of an art. It's like going into a museum,
right,
and seeing something on the wall. That's how they see it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not schooling you here, but it's something that I think everybody should know, because you carry that on your back now.
Yeah.
Whether you think so or not, you carry. I say that every week about carrying something on your back. You artists carry a lot of culture and a lot of stuff like that on your back.
Right.
But the fact that this is not you, right?
Yeah.
But we adopted you, as you said, and that's a great way to put it. That's adopted
how it felt. It really did.
And I'm glad you did, because our industry really needs more Gabrielas.
Well, that was sweet. I like that.
We do. We need more Gabrielas.
It definitely scared me, because it's like, she's not even Mexican? Like when people, that's the first thing they say, she's not even Mexican. How is she? I always say music has no boundaries. The second you try to put music in a box, how does it grow? You know? So I came in here with my little Hispanian butt and I was like, we're gonna kill it.
Well, what'd you say?
Hispanian.
Hispanian.
Hispanic Asian.
Dude,
Hispanian
hope you're
babies.
writing all these down, dude. These are badass t-shirts right here, dog.
Oh, I'm gonna make some t-shirt Hispanians that be like, no sabo kid.
There you go. No Nintendo.
No Nintendo. That's how my dad speaks Spanish. I'm so serious. He'd be like, no entiendo.
Oh, man.
Love him.
So if you just joined this late, which some people do, my guest tonight, Gabriela Martinez, by way of Florida, now a San Antonian here hanging out, and she's like she's in it to win it in the Onda Tejana, and I'm glad you're here in San Antonio. I'm glad you're here in the center of it all, and I hope that people, you know, like, hey, we need more Gabrielas, right? Yeah. But Bumper's also a fly on the wall, and I can be an asshole sometimes, and I can be ugly, and I'll ask stuff that people are like, Bump, for real? Yeah. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it tonight.
I'm like bracing myself.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, brace yourself.
Okay.
The problem with young artists, and I'm not just going to say female artists, right? Because we were talking even before this, we were talking about a song. Yeah. With young artists is, and it's not their fault. Let me throw that out there right away. It's not y'all's fault. You're track stars. You make tracks and you sing beautifully live. Like I said, you could sing off the cuff, like live. Yeah. But if somebody calls tomorrow and says, Gabriela, I need you in a band here tomorrow, a gig Friday, what's your answer going to be to me?
Well, now it's going to be like, I got it. A week ago, no. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, hell yeah.
This week, that's what, you know.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even going to lie. God has been really good to me. But a week ago, I just had fill-in, you know, like, hey, can you play this? But they have to know, like, at least 2 weeks in advance. Like the latest I've ever told someone was 2 weeks because somebody dropped out. But now it's like, I think because I've been performing more, people see that I'm performing more. They're like, wait a minute. Hey, if you ever need anyone, like I'm right here. And now there's a full band that's always going to back me if I need them. I know Shelly talked about, hey, if you ever want to use, you know, mine. And it's like, okay, but now I have like backups and I have like bands. I'm going to be honest, though, in terms of, like, my own, like, Gabriela's band, like, they don't play with anyone else, I don't have it yet.
Do you have a name for a band?
I don't, oh, my God.
Or is it just going to be Gabriela
de las Estrellas. I'm just kidding.
Hey, come on, hey. So if you're out there in the audience and you're watching right now, on the comments, what would be a good band name for Gabriela Martinez? Something that like Huevos Rancheros,
Bandidos.
Los Tamalipecos, like, I don't know. Come on.
My dad, I said Los Bandidos, but my dad's like, I'll be your bandito because he doesn't.
Bandidos in San Antonio. Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to mix that.
You don't want to make, because he was like, oh man, my dad, like, he only knows Bandido because you know the Ana Barbera song. It's like,
right.
Bandido. So he's like, oh, Bandito. Like, he doesn't get it. He doesn't
Frito
understand.
the Bandito.
So
No, you know, and I wasn't, it's just something true, right?
No, it's very true. It took me a while.
I'm a very, you know, I call it like it is, right? There's a lot of great artists out there, but if I call you today and need you tomorrow, are you going to show up with a band? Now, to the fans, don't let that discourage you about these artists. It's not their fault, right? If I play drums and I use money, gig money to make my insurance and my car payments or feed my family, you know, besides my regular job, because 90% of Tejano's artists have other jobs, right? If I got to work, like, I want somebody who's going to let me gig Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? And as you're getting started, that's hard. That's hard to do. Really and I get that, you know, I mean, it's really hard. Sometimes it's almost luck. Sometimes it's almost luck that a band comes together and they're all on the same sheet of music. And those are the bands that succeed. They succeed because they're all on the same sheet of music and they all have one goal in mind, right? I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Right? musicians come and go with other bands, and it's part of the business. Like,
It is. It's
it really is. But for you young artists, it's really hard to say I'm here and I got a band.
It is like my own band, that's what I'm working on, now is getting like, okay, like I know I have bands to back me, and that's great. San Antonio, there's a musician every corner. Like you turn around and it's like, I'll play bass. And I'm like, okay, dude, like it's cool because there's so many musicians here. But having a band, like, okay, we can help you out. Like,
Gabriela y los Seminoles.
Taking photo with me.
Oh my God, dude, that's hilarious.
Who said that?
Yeah, somebody was like, Gabby bailando y los putos. Tell you, yeah, there's some. Oh, there you go, Gabriela y los Buccaneers. No, Gabriela y los Bucaneros. That's what it would be. Gabriela y los Bucaneros.
Everybody's gonna be like, "Isn't it Buccaneers?" It's okay. We got Tom Brady, y'all.
She's sponsored by El Bucanero restaurant here in San Antonio, Texas. There is a restaurant called Bucanero.
Is it really?
But yeah, we'll give him a free plug. No
cool.
problem. But Gabriela's here, man. She's again just moved here from the great state of Florida and the beautiful city of Tampa. And I give people a hard time from Tampa, right? Like, I'm from Tampa. Especially if I meet like a little Chicano or something, like, I'm from Tampa. I lived in Tampa.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, really? What part of Tampa are you from? Well, I live in Waimama. Sucker, that ain't freaking Tampa, boy. That's a whole. You're right. It's an outskirt of.
It's like a joke, like it's
yeah,
like,
you know what I mean.
Because Tampa's like the city.
The city, right? Exactly.
What is that?
Waimama would be like New Braunfels. No, not like New Braunfels is a city. Anyway, it'd be a small town, like I don't know, outside of San Antonio. Gabby y los Sabos.
Gabby y los no sabos.
Hey, so a good question is, which weather do you prefer, Tampa or San Antonio? They're not very much different besides the allergies.
Yeah, it's just Tampa's humid. Like here, it's not as bad. I don't know. Honestly, I would say.
I think it's hotter here, though.
Oh, yeah. I forget what day it was. I was selling Chingona. It was 105 degrees, right? I haven't seen it go over 100 in Florida for a while.
For a long time.
So I'm like, 105. I'm like, there's no way. I turned on my car. The real feel, 108. I was like, are you... Because I stepped out and my skin, when I tell you I felt it, I was like... Under the sun, like I was cooking. I was like, oh my gosh, like
what the hell's going on?
I would say I love my Florida. Because it rains too. Like we get a lot of thunderstorms. We're that, people make memes about us, like Floridians don't care about storms or like, category 5 hurricane and we're like chilling. Yeah, it's true. It's so true. It's so bad. But I love my little storms. I love my sunshine. Like that's my home. 4:00
every day on a summer day. In Florida, could be clear skies, not a cloud in sight. So 4:30, a storm appears out of nowhere.
Literally a tornado.
Rains for about 45 minutes, just enough to make everything humid as shit and hot and sticky.
And then it leaves. Oh my gosh, the amount of times I've been at the beach and it's like, they're like, oh, but it's going to rain. I'm like, we'll wait in the car. 20 minutes, it's going to pass. It passes every time. You
got a cousin watching right now from Ruskin, Florida. He's like, it was 100 degrees today in the Tampa area.
In Ruskin?
In Ruskin, yeah. It's pretty hot, man.
Here's 105. I don't care. Those little extra numbers, they really do something to me because hot.
Gabriela, who is your favorite Tejano artist right now?
Like vocally or performance?
No. Who is your favorite Tejano artist right now, male or female?
Dang, I have.
That's what I do. I put people on the spot.
No, I have one. Yeah, Sonia de la Paz.
Neta.
Sonia. Oh my God, you've heard her? I know you've heard her.
She sat right there where you're at. I know what Sonia de la Paz sounds like.
Her voice is just.
Her voice has Sonia de la Paz's voice. If you guys have never heard Sonia de la Paz, her voice has what I consider the perfect sprinkle of raspiness.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I love.
Does that make sense?
It
Right?
makes so much because I have rasp too. So I was like, I heard her saying the first song was the duet Me Decías, and I just said in the chorus, and I was like, who the heck is this? Because I didn't know. This was when I was just learning. I stalked her for about I found out her husband's it Diego.
Yeah, Diego's an amazing guy.
So talented. I found out all of their info, because I was a stalker. I was like, I love her voice. And then the more stuff she does, even live, she just did something live and she posted a video on it. And I was like, her vocals are almost unmatched.
Yeah, she's another one that can sing. She doesn't need. She could just give her a mic and
on the
she
fly.
can sing right on the fly.
I love her voice.
But again, Sonia de la Paz is, for me, her voice is beautiful with just that perfect sprinkle amount of raspiness that just makes it just oh my god, for a guy I'm like, oh my god.
She's like a little tiger. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I love her, and that's why everybody's like, who would you want to collab with? I was like, Sonia, because I think she's the closest thing to my voice type too, and she's just she's like a truck. You
that's
just
awesome.
Hear her and she's like, boop. I love her. I think she's
comes in really strong. Somebody put Gabby y los Huracanes.
Y'all still going with the names.
Florida is definitely the theme. Florida is definitely the theme.
It's okay, guys.
Oh,
Keep
man.
it close to home. We love it.
Good question. Shout out to Bumblebee. She was she won tickets, as a matter of fact. She was one of the people that won tickets to the Low Rider show, and she went out there with her beautiful daughter. She asked if you could duet with any Tejano or Conjunto artist, male or female, who would you choose it to be?
I just said Sonia. Can I choose another one? I have a lot. So we could pick another one, but definitely Sonia.
Sonia would be, okay. Oh, yeah. Female, now male.
You just put me, were we just talking? What is his name? The song we were just, Nathan?
Oh, damn. Nathan Acosta.
Nathan Acosta. I DM'd him too. I was like, bro, I love what you're doing. Guys, this is my plug to let you know, hey, I've been looking for somebody that has kind of a smoother tone. Not, because I have such a raspy, but then my tone is a bit smoother. I like to flip with it. And hearing his song, I was like, that's it. I didn't even have to hear anything. The first 3 notes, I was like, that's the tone. I've been looking for it. And I was telling Chingona too, I need to do it.
And you walk into the studio hearing this song, you're like, hey, who the hell is this?
I was like, who? My ears went out.
There you go, guys. If you guys don't believe that I'm always constantly listening to new music, you have 2 people right here that literally walked in Bumper, who the hell are you playing? I'm like, listen to it. And we played it twice. And, Chingona, shout out to she does her own Tejano influencing, and she was like, hey, I like this. I like this.
It was so good.
So if you haven't heard it, his name is Nathan Acosta. I don't have the name of the song, but he has one thing. You can look him up on Apple Music. Young kid here from the San Antonio. That would be good.
Yeah.
So if anybody knows Nathan Acosta, I do. I'll text him.
Hey.
If you're looking to do a duet, right here. Gabriela would love to do a duet. Bumper Gomez, Gabriela, and Cristelo Valverde. You know Cristelo?
I love that Valverde. That sounds
hey, Cristelo's another dude that you would really.
He's here?
He's here in San Antonio. He has a song he redid. It's called Cien Años. So it was a hit. I'll let you hear it before you leave.
Yeah.
You check it out. It's pretty good. Oh man, the names just keep coming, dude. So Gabriela y los Buccaneers. Shout out to Geneva. She's watching.
Hi, Geneva.
From I think the Austin area. And then Gabby y Ybor City.
That's the one. That's my stomping grounds, y'all.
Oh
City.
Man. Hey, how are you with country music?
I love country music. I love it.
Do you follow the Floridians? There's a guy and a girl, Alex and come on, Chingona, help me out. They're TikTok. Alex and
the Floridians.
I can't think of the girl's name. So they take country music and they sing it in Spanish. They just did a little Texas tour here a couple of weeks ago. But they sing it beautifully, man.
I love that.
They changed the lyrics to Spanish. And Alex and Kate. Right, Kate and Alex, something like that.
That's cute.
Sonia de la Paz, you must have heard your name.
Sonia,
she
you
just
heard
came
me.
on. What's up? So Sonia, we'll recap for you.
Yes.
Bumper said Sonia's voice is the beautiful mixture of a female's voice with just the perfect sprinkle of raspiness.
Oh.
Screen record that, save it, play it all night if you want.
Have it on repeat. Yeah, no, Sonia, she's like.
So, shout out to the homeboys, to my boy Fabian Parra, they're watching. Sonia de la Paz. Joey Jams is watching. Shout out to my co-host from last Friday's Frito Pie Friday. You know, again, what's really cool, Gabriela, is that you have all these artists watching, right?
I'm glad I have a cute outfit on
your
today.
your name is being thrown around, but now they get to put a face to the name.
Yep,
Right?
this is it.
You get to put a face to the name. And again, the fact that you moved from Florida here to follow your dreams says a lot about your drive.
Oh, yeah.
Right? This is not just something you're just doing on the side.
No.
Like you're giving it your all.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to go to school
I finished college. I graduated college.
already
Yeah. Yes.
at 20?
Yes. Last December, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
What,
I did.
what was your degree in?
Psicología, psychology. Yeah, I'm really good at analyzing people. I'm not even kidding. That sounds, but
Okay.
No.
That's awesome. Because now, Bumper's Wacky Wednesday just turned into some crazy shit right now.
No.
Here we go. So, I want you to figure me out.
What part of you though?
Anything. Hey, you use your sociology degree and tell me something about me. I don't know.
Well, you're definitely extroverted. That was given from the moment I met you. Extroverts are very. I'm an extrovert, so it's easy to pick them out. The way you're very relaxed. You don't seem like somebody that's very posh, but I could tell. You know, I like the way you dress. You dress like my dad. Honestly, he's very like relaxed. He's very like. Obviously married, ring on the finger, met your wife, you're a father, so you're gonna have different mentalities and morals on the way you look at things in life. I think you're a boy dad, right? Or do you have a girl as well?
I got 8 of them.
Yeah, you definitely have a
4
girl.
boys and 4
I
girls.
was like, you definitely have a girl. Imagine 8 boys, guys. No, but I really did. I wanted to, it's kind of weird. I wanted to psychoanalyze criminals. That was going to be my job. So I was going to work with death row inmates and basically analyze them, but for like documentaries and stuff, for journalism, even for case files.
Are you going to put that in the back burner, or are you still going to continue to, use your sociology degree?
Oh, I use my degree every single day. I mean, psychology helps with marketing too.
Yeah.
So I read.
I said sociology is psychology, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Bumper, get it right, homie.
They're like hand in hand. No, but I can definitely I think that I'm very empathetic too.
There's a Johnny Ortegon. He said that's the band. How do you say
Psicología.
it? Yeah. Gabriela Martinez and
Psicología. Psychology.
oh, dude, that's crazy,
Oh
man.
my God, imagine.
Hey, they said puro Harley Quinn.
Bro, oh my God. My dad made a joke about that. He was like, there's no way you're going to end up falling in love with somebody. I was like, Harley Quinn, like in the Joker, like what is this? But that was going to be my job. Like the person that goes in and talks to like these people and it's like, okay, like you're obviously here for a reason. What did you do? Why'd you do it? And you just pick their brain apart. And I studied people. I studied parts of your brain, why you do certain things depending on parts of your brain, like the neurological.
Chinga, not only does she sing. So now if you're in the front of the stage, she's looking at you.
I am.
She's reading. She's reading you. So, hey, shout out to everybody watching on my YouTube channel. Shout out to El Músico's watching. Tejano Chicano 13. Get on the bumper. Man, thank you guys. You two guys for sure are always tuning in on YouTube. Everybody watching on Bumper Gomez YouTube channel, thank you so much. The Keeping Up with Bumper YouTube channel will have a brand new video either posted tonight or tomorrow. I got to get with my videographer. Shout out to ALG Photography and my buddy Felipe. He did
I love him.
Dude, wait till the video comes out. You're all up in the video.
Was it good?
Yeah. Oh man, he's got you in 3D.
Let Be like,
yeah, he's got you in 3D, man. So here from Florida, we've talked about that. Mm-hmm. Does Gabriela have a boyfriend?
The question of the year. No, not right now. And I think not for a while. Nothing against boys. Sorry, that sounds so bad. I was like, no.
You just got too much shit going on.
There's just a lot going on.
And it wouldn't be fair to a guy.
Yeah, you'd be like, come love me. And I'd be like, I'm gigging. You know, I'm sorry. So right now, I'm just keeping it like just me. And it's good working on yourself, especially at 20, you know?
You know, I have a daughter. She's 19, and she goes to Texas State. She lives on her own. She lives in San Marcos, works in Austin. And she's going to be a junior this year. So when you said 20 and you already have a degree, that's going to be her.
Yeah.
You know, she started school really young. And it's crazy to look over and see all that you've done, and you're only 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And here you are putting all that to the side and continuing what you love to do, which is sing. And so to everybody watching, man, I mean, on a serious note, think about that, man. Think about just picking up everything you know, everything you love, and just on a dime, man, take off and follow your dreams.
Yeah. Because
you know what? We all have dreams. We all have something that at one point in time we wish we would have done, coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? That's the life we live. And not too many people just say, screw it, I'm going to do it, right? It's just, you don't want, man, am I going to make it? I don't know anybody. How much money am I going to make? Like, how am I going to eat? Like all these simple things that we take for granted every day, just having a normal 9-to-5 job, to get up and leave everything you love and what you know to try something new. It's hard, man.
It's super hard, especially at this age.
So not only a shout out to you, but a shout out to your parents, dude.
Yeah.
Because your parents are uprooting everything they know, right? Them as well. They're uprooting everything they know. And not to make you feel like, oh my God, you know, bring my parents into it, but
yeah,
no, it is. It's important that they share this with you, you know, and hopefully you always give them that praise, right? Like, I know you sacrificed for me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've always been close. My whole life, I'm very family oriented. So for them to come with me, I'm the baby, you know. I'm also my dad's favorite, but I'm kidding, not really. But no, it's just for them to support me, because I was scared. I was like, what if they think it's stupid that I'm like doing this? Because, you know, everyone says that everyone wants to be a performer. Everyone wants to sing. And there's so much talent out there, and not everyone gets to make it. But they were like, let's do this. Like, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And now they're coming. They're with me now. And I'm so blessed to have parents that really do support me in everything I do, because, you know, it's not always like that for everyone. So
I mean, you think of all the stories of all the people picking up and going to Hollywood, or all the artists picking up and going to Nashville, like, and you know, all these people go, and 1 out of 1,000 gets in a movie.
Yeah.
1 out of 1,000 gets a record deal where they're traveling the United States, going to Nashville, right? But people do it, right? They take that jump.
You got to.
And so again, that says a lot about you. And so to the fans watching, man, give these guys a chance, dude. Really, like I had a good conversation yesterday with an owner of a radio station, and we talked about that. Like, you know, these young artists, we have to give them a shot, because if not, our music stays stagnant.
Right.
You know, it stays stagnant in a sense that our oldies are our oldies. They'll always be our oldies. But we have to be open to the Gabrielas of the world, to the Nathan Acostas, to the Asaltos, to, you know, all this great music that's out there that you guys just don't hear because people don't play it. And if people never play it, when it never comes in front of you, you know what I mean? You never would have known who they are.
Yeah. Even
the artists that we love dearly, pillars in the music, started somewhere. Somewhere along the line, somebody reached out the hand and said, come on, I think you got this. But somewhere along the line, to the artist, if I make people mad, oh well, it's not a big deal. Yeah. But to the artist, like, where do we stop? Where do we stop doing that? You know, where did we, you know, stop reaching out the hand and helping out these young people, getting them to open up for you, even if it means cutting a little bit off of your cut. You've earned it. I get it. I got it. But if you want to continue to gig, right? People don't want to see the same band over and over and over and over again. So it's just a mixture of so many things. There's really no right answer to getting our genre back going. But I can tell you what is an answer is Gabrielle Martinez. That is an answer. Definitely. The Nathan Acostas, the Asaltos, the Sonia de la Pazes, the Carla Cristinas.
Ay, Carla.
Right? All these beautiful artists are out there giving it their all. And we as fans, and not only as fans, program directors, radio DJs, speak up. Say, you know what, program director, I know you don't really like this person, whatever, or for some reason you just say they're not, I don't know what you think, but we need to play this. Be that person. You know, here in a few weeks, man, I'm gonna have I'll pull let the what does it say out of the bag? The cat out of the bag. Yeah. I'm gonna have a lot of the DJs, the weekend warriors from K Alamo, and you know, K Alamo. For me, I love their program.
Same.
I love the fact that they're open. You know, Halle does a great job of playing new, old, and in between. Mm-hmm. Right? It keeps everybody on their toes. So I can't wait to pick their brain, and we're really gonna touch on the onda of and you when I say onda, you know what I mean, like
the sound, the vibe.
The vibe. The vibe, right? Our vibe of where we're at, and so. Again, a big reason that I wanted you on the show was for that. I really want people to see that there's beautiful young artists that are willing to put everything to the side in order to get in front of you and make you smile. At the end of the day, that's what it is. They know they're not going to be millionaires. They know that. But hey, if it comes, they'll take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it comes, like if Gabriela becomes this international Latin superstar, you can once say, hey man, I saw that girl at Smoke when she was singing Tejano music. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. You never know. You know, 10 years from now, you could catch a movie, get in a movie. Next thing you know, you're a superstar and you're singing like J-Lo, and now you're in front of a stage in the state of Florida, and you're going to play a Tejano song, and you're going to tell everybody, hey, this is where it started. These people believed in me. This genre believed in me. They adopted me. They took me in, and now here I'm at. You don't know. You don't know if that can happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just really passionate about that because you're young, and this is what we need. The young people. Our culture need to look up at the stage and see somebody their age, and I'm not knocking the older artists because we need those. Like I love don't go nowhere, right?
Don't leave.
But it's really good to see fresh young faces up there playing the music that I love. Yeah. So what if it's a little bit different? It's okay. It's cool. So you know, it is what it is. I don't like to go on. I'm not going on a soapbox, but Gabriela, you're a big part of that portion of what we're trying to do. Yeah. And know that every time somebody gives you a mic and brings you up on stage, know that you're representing a lot of people who are pushing for your kind of music. Yeah. Right. And if you have those days to where it's like, man, I just want to be normal, go back to Brandon, Florida, go back to doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? There's people rooting for you. Yeah. You know, there's people there's people rooting for you, and I welcome you with open arms to the Tejano music industry. I'm nobody. I'm just a fan in the corner doing what I love to do, and I get a chance to interview Tejano artists. That's what I do. I'm no more than that, right? But people need to see Gabriela's. They do. At the end of the day, they need to see you on stage. You put on a great performance. You know, you're not standing in one spot
Never.
singing. You're moving around. You're bringing that Latin flavor. You're spiking it up. So when you get a band, well, your band now, you better interview them. They better spike it up, right? They better be up there moving alongside of you, man.
No, I'm, and that's the thing, you know, I do move, but I'm not. Sometimes, you know, you gotta scan the crowd. You gotta keep it. I like to move my hips, you know. I like to do little spins, little shaky shakes here and there. So
you like to do what? What, Gabriela?
Shaky shake. I'm not gonna do the full one right now.
The shaky shake, dog. The shaky shake.
No, but I'm serious. Like I can't stand still in general. So when I hear a beat, when I hear the music go, I'm gonna go.
I got you.
I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna use every last ounce in my one lung that works, and I'm gonna get there, guys.
So, Gabriela, moving here to San Antonio, what is your favorite Tejano food right now?
Oh my. Okay. Well, my favorite. I don't know if this counts, because you mean just like anything.
Since something that you've gotten here that you really have never tried, being from Florida.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is gonna sound. Everyone's gonna fight me for saying this, but enchiladas. I've never had one until I moved here.
What is it?
Enchiladas.
You never had an enchilada in Florida?
No.
And you like them?
Oh, I tore it up. It wasn't like
cheese
I tore
or with
it up.
carne in it? Did it have cheese?
It had cheese and carne inside.
Inside of it?
And then the cheese on top, and then he gave me rice and beans on the side and a little tortilla, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it was bomb. I had never had it.
She's gonna thank me later. Gabriela, look at me, okay?
Yes.
Flour tortillas. Stay away from flour tortillas.
Corn tortillas.
Because if you eat flour tortillas, you'll look like me, right?
No.
Stay away from the flour tortillas. I'm just playing. So, have you tried carne guisada?
Guisada?
Yeah.
No.
Not carne asada.
Carne guisada, what is that?
Carne guisada. You see, guys? That's how fresh she is. Because
so
right now,
fresh.
people are like, I guarantee people just went like this.
What? Yeah.
What do you mean she doesn't know what carne guisada is?
I never had
So have you been
agua
to Bill
fresca.
Miller's?
Yes. Oh, I love that place. I love that place.
When you go to Bill Miller's, I want you to order, if you go in the morning, it's not the best, right? But if you just want to just try to get the texture and all that, ask for a carne guisada taco. It's going to be on a flour tortilla. Ask for a carne guisada taco. They'll give you some salsa. Put a little. You like salsa or no?
I do, yeah.
Put a little bit of salsa on there. Try it out. Some people like it with cheese. I'm not a cheese guy. But if you're a cheese person,
I love cheese.
Okay, well then carne guisada with cheese would be your cup of tea.
I got you.
Try it, and once you try it, I don't care what time in the morning it is, you text me and be like, Mom, that shit was trash, or gosh darn it, that was the best thing I've ever had, man.
I love Bill Miller's though. I love that.
She's like, girl, you know what that is? It's sauteed beef. We make it with white rice and tostones.
It's what?
Your mom's like, you know what it is? It's sauteed beef. So it's like beef cubes, right? And it's like in a gravy, right? And most Americans eat it. It's beef chips and gravy. But we add our own little Mexican way of doing it.
She's thinking of like the more Colombian way. We don't use like gravy with it. Like you put gravy on it?
No, it's not gravy. You make it and it becomes like gravy-ish. In its own juice.
My mom hasn't cooked in so long. Yeah, I'm calling her out.
I got you. Hey, so we got somebody, Isauro Guajardo. He says que canta una canción.
You first.
Okay. I'll sing. What do you want me to sing? I can sing anything.
Really?
Yeah. People don't know that, but I'm a great vocalist. I don't like singing because I really don't want a contract. I don't have time to sing right now.
Right.
If you believe that shit, I'll buy you. I'll sell you a house, oceanfront property in Arizona for sure.
No.
If I sing, we're gonna lose everybody we have. All 2 people watching, they're gonna go away.
They're gonna be like, okay. No, he wants me to sing. Okay, I can sing my single. My single.
You're single?
Yeah.
You can sing it off the cup like that.
If you want, I mean, sure. Okay.
So again, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and my guest tonight is Gabriela Martinez, and she is a new rising. I promise you will be a superstar. And all we have to do is give her a chance. So right here, no music, just you get to hear her raw. Just like Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
Okay, let
It's
me
raw
see.
and in your face. Let her fix herself.
I know. I was like, let me.
Did you want your Happy Meal cup?
That's for later. We're saving it. Okay, guys, let me sing a bit before Bumper to roast me to the end of time.
No, I'm not gonna roast.
This is my single. Okay. Tú me haces sentir como princesa de hadas. No puedo creer que quede tan flechada. No hay nadie, no hay nadie, nadie que me quiere, que me apriete como lo haces tú. No hay nadie, no hay nadie, nadie que me bese, que me toque si me gustas tú.
Wow.
That was after my Happy Meal, so it was extra.
Dude, that was amazing.
Thank you.
That was amazing. See what I mean? Like, how many people will do that? Let's be real. How many people will go anywhere? It's like, hey, here's a microphone. Sing. No music. Just sing. You got it.
Thank you.
You got it. And you got to continue to be who you are, Gabriela. Don't lose your spunk. Just be who you are.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? And that's good. That's, when you said no boyfriend, I thought to myself, you know what? That's cool. Because
No boyfriend, no problem.
when I was going, it's like my daughter's the same way. Like she's, I know she's had, boys that I'm a dad,
Yeah.
that she talks to and stuff, but she's never really had a serious boyfriend that, brought a boyfriend home.
Yeah.
And, my wife will ask her no, she's like, I don't need a boy. Like, I got too much going on. I work.
much.
I'm taking care of myself. Like, I don't got time for drama.
You don't?
You know what I
Because then
mean?
they
It's
start
like-
needing you and it's like, ooh, so right now I'm good being.
So you have all these people like new fan, new like, you see what I
thank you,
mean? So
guys.
that's awesome, man.
Yes.
That's great. Gabriela, what do you do when you're not singing?
I'm working. Like working in so many. So I do influencer stuff too. So brand deals, answering emails, getting back with I write. I come up with melodies. I talk to musicians, get ready for gigs, practice my songs, practice how I'm going to dance. I'm always doing something.
TikToking.
TikToking, yeah. Going live, showing people, just being present. Being present and just working my butt. Like literally, I get up every morning, 7-ish, go to the gym, do what I got to do. By 10 or 11, I'm already getting dressed. I'm ready to go, making my TikToks, making my content, making my posts for the day, but then go to emails, respond to those, brand deals, what came to the door today, what do I have to,
Yeah.
There's always something. Then it's like, I have free time, let me write. Oh, I came up with this melody, let me record it. Let me check on this gig. Oh, let me practice for that gig. It's always something. You got to stay busy. You're not gonna, I won't get anywhere if I just stay put. So
I'm impressed.
thank you.
I'm impressed. Like,
Thank you.
Literally, like, how many people get up at 7 a.m. knowing that they really don't have to? You know what I'm saying? Again, it's that self-drive, right? That self-drive that you have. And I think people respect that. And when I mean respect that, like, support it. Support who she is. It's easy. You go to TikTok, you type in Gabrielle Martinez, and when you see a TikTok, I'm gonna show you how simple it is. There's a heart, and you just click it like that.
Yes.
And when you click it, you just supported Gabrielle Martinez.
Yes, you did.
You know what I mean? It's really that freaking simple, man. Shout out to some more artists. To Albert Ramirez, Grupo Macizo is in the house.
Hey guys.
David Cantu watching on YouTube. She's like, wow, I hear a little of Selena in her vocal. Great job. Really great voice. Candelario Santiano. Let's see. Her brand deal came today.
Which one?
Somebody put Gisela, or your mom, said Eloy and Sandro Guerra, her brand deal came today. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I have another another one. Yes, yeah, that's like my side hustle, you know? Brand deals, people see me and they're like, hey, can you show off my product? I'll send it to you. And, you know, you get a little something.
You get a little something on the side?
But you
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Make my videos and I'm like, you know, and that's my thing. That's my little side. So
you have, and I say this because they watch it every single week, right? You mentioned the beautiful poster. I'm going to say it now because it's the cat's out of the bag and Vanessa's in trouble with everybody. I don't care. So Miss Vanessa is part of the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta Committee. Ooh. And she is in charge of like the Tejano portion of that, right?
Vanessa.
Brings all the gigs up. You
Hi,
know,
Vanessa.
So she's watching. She says, you know, when you hear Ram Herrera sing, he sounds like he sounds on a record. He's one of those guys that can just, you know, you hear him, he sounds just the way he sounds. So she's like, I feel that Gabrielle Martinez is the same way. What a voice. Thank you. Vanessa, by next year, Milwaukee Fest 2023.
Oh, wow.
She's going to be international Latin's nombre. Hopefully, shit, you don't know. You don't know.
You never know.
You never know.
Up my sleeve.
But who knows? Maybe you'll be performing in front of 150,000 people in Milwaukee like these guys are in about 2 weeks. And speaking about Milwaukee, 2 weeks from today, I'll be very excited. I'll have Shelly Lattis here.
Shelly.
And then the very next day, we'll be getting all on a plane. And I'm hoping that all people that are from San Antonio that were going up there, I think we're all on the same flight.
Oh my God.
So we're going to be, can you imagine? We're going to be rocking it.
Bust out singing.
That plane. Bumper's going to be live all over the place as much as I can be. And it's just going to be great. Like I can already picture it. It's going to be great.
Oh, that's so fun.
The Mexican Fiesta in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for everybody watching from the Midwest, is the place to be. 2 weeks, right? And 2 weeks, what is it, the 26th through the 28th? And do I got it right? Let's see.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. August 26th through August 28th is the place to be. You're going to have Shelly Lattis. You're going to have Monica Saldivar, Demi Garcia, Sonia de la Paz. You're going to have Los Conjunto Cats, the Homeboys, Frankie Caballero Jr., Texas Latino, the Latin Breed, La Mafia, Mike Gonzalez Iconics. ¿Qué más quieres, dude? And it's in the Midwest, and we're expecting a lot of people. Right now, the response has been through the roof. And to all the artists that are going to be out there, y'all better be ready because it's going to be on and popping. So everybody in the Midwest, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, the place to be in 2 weeks, man. The Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta. So make sure you guys make it. I'll be out there. I'll have merch like I'm somebody. I'll have some T-shirts out there. Hopefully all my T-shirts are done. Shout out to my buddy Gibby. You know, so hopefully we'll have some shirts done to give away some and to sell some, make a little money so I can maybe buy me a turkey leg or so. Did you just yawn?
I did. I'm a baby though. I go to bed at like 10.
My goodness.
Sorry guys.
That's
it's not you. It's not you. It's me. No, for real. I go to bed by like 11 every day. I'm not even kidding. By 11.
Discipline. Speaking of discipline, tonight's show is sponsored by a disciplined man. My buddy, Mr. Ricky Ray, the realtor, 956-424-5724, 956-424-5724, Ricky Ray, the realtor.
Is
that how you say it? The realtor? Did I say that right?
Realtor, yeah.
Chingona, correct me if I'm the realtor?
Real estate agent, realtor. She's like, right?
Ricky Ray, the realtor, so it's one of those things, man. You know what I mean? He's a very, very cool guy. And, I love the dude. He has got a great vibe, and he'll sell the house. If you want to buy a house, sell a house.
Next year for sure.
Yeah, he does it all, man. He does it all. So again, Ricky Ray, make sure you guys hit him up. He's a big sponsor of the show. And if you want to, if you're looking to sponsor the show, we got plenty of openings. Hit me up, message me. If you got a small business and want to be a part of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, get some shout outs, some banners, whatever. Let me know. Any business, I don't care what you do. Let me know. We got packages, big packages, small packages. We got them all. We'll take care of you. So if you know anybody with a small business and they want to promote on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, please hit me up. Gotcha. And it'll be great. I'd appreciate it. So again, live with me in the studio, Miss Gabriela Martinez. Gabriela, what is your favorite thing to do outside of music?
Go to the beach. That's an easy one. That's my...
You moved to San Antonio.
I know. Everybody's like, we have a river. You can float down. I was like, that's fun too. No, yeah, I'm a beach girl. Like, I just love going out there. You know, my little umbrella, put down the towel. Just go. I swim, like, in the... Like, I go, like, in there. I'm like a little mermaid or something. Like, I go in that water. Anna Maria Island. Y'all know what's up. 813. But, yeah, 52nd Street. That was my spot. I would go, like, almost every week. No, one summer I went every week, if not once, twice.
To the beach.
Times. Yeah.
Well, I say this all the time too, man. The beach, the what do you call it? The beach in Florida. To me, I've been to many beaches around the world, and one of the most beautiful beach I've ever been to is on the Gulf side of Florida.
Is it Siesta Key?
Siesta.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Siesta
number
Key,
one beach in the world.
Siesta Keys is the number one beach in the world. Hands down. Yeah. Like, if you've never been there, these guys literally take trucks once a year and they, think about this, they wash the sand and they lay the sand back down. And the sand is like as white can be.
It's so white, it's so soft. The water's like perfect. Siesta Key is like, a hotel there is like, what, 300 at least a night. Like, it's a place you want to... I think it is number one in the nation, right?
I don't know.
There's a sign.
My wife took me there, and I was just like, dude.
Oh, the Floridians.
I've been to Hawaii. I've been to the Maldives. Like, this place is nice.
It's gorgeous. Oh, you make me miss it. I miss home. I really
don't
do.
Get it. Hey, dude, if you miss the beach...
South Padre,
make your way down to the Riverwalk. Just have a seat right there where there's a little bit of dirt. It's the same thing.
You're right. You're right.
Couple of ducks will go by.
It's all good.
It's the same thing.
I love the water here. I want to float down that river, Guadalupe River.
The Guadalupe, yeah, the Guadalupe is it's a good time. But right now, man, our rivers are hurting. Our rivers are hurting. I'm actually hoping for like 2 weeks of straight rain. Like, we need that. We need like 2 weeks of like just straight rain. Sonia de la Paz, I miss the beach.
See, Sonia knows what's up. Sonia knows.
Gabriela, where do you see yourself, dude, in 6 months from now?
Oh, 6 months. I'm like trying to think when that is. I'm like, wait, we're in August. For sure, have a new single out. I'm performing at the Tejano Music Awards 2 this year. So
you are?
I am. Yes.
Dang.
I am. Shelly's little thing. It's alongside Maria Paula, Carla Cristina, Adrian Solis. So we're doing like a little thing. We're performing, and Shelly was like, "Hey, like, you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yes."
And then with Shelly Lares, what do you mean?
So I, of course, I want to grow. I want to grow as a person, as an artist. I want a badass single, like just
a catchy single.
Catchy, but like not just catchy. Like, I want it to be dynamic. Like, I want you to see everything I can do within like 3 minutes. Does that make sense?
We're having a great time, right? And I don't want to we're good, but I want to talk about it.
Okay. I'm like bracing myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what transpired over the weekend? Like, so I went to Apple Music, which I'm sure since the show started, you probably had quite a few people go to Apple Music and they're typing in your name. Like, did I spell it right? Yes, you spelled it right. Yes, her picture's there, but there's no music underneath. So
yeah.
What's up with that?
So I'm independent now. I didn't know my music was down. until yesterday. I had fans actually, and Chingona was in the car when somebody called too, like, what happened to your music? I didn't know it was taken down. So it was a shock to me. I know it's been a shock. I'm getting messages nonstop from people, like, because the album was like at like 200,000 something streams already, and it was doing pretty well. Like, and that was on one thing alone. That was on Spotify alone, not even counting Apple Music. So, you know, it was taken down. It is what it is, you know. You just got to keep moving, keep going.
So lesson number 1 is in the books. It's in the Tejano diary.
You live and you learn.
Number 1, you live and you learn, and you know you're not going to be the first, and you ain't going to be the last that's happened to you.
Yeah, and
you know. So what happens? Do you get to still perform those songs wherever you go?
I should, yeah. So I don't think there's anything, because you still want to spread. Like, that was a lot of work.
Yeah.
On everyone's end, like producers, everyone, the musicians that came in, me, like everything that went into it. It was a lot of work. So I still want to share it. It's like my first baby. Like, it was my first project. It was,
right.
You know, I co-wrote some songs on there. So I'm definitely going to keep performing them, guys. Don't worry, no nadie is not going anywhere. But, you know, it's just in terms of streams and, you know, it being on YouTube and everything, it's no longer. So
that's okay, man. I mean, the drive
okay
that you've showed and everything that you've done so far, just, you know, let it roll off your back, pick up, and get ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, you keep doing what you're doing, people going to know who you are.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to keep going.
If they don't get to hear their song, it is on the underground.
It's on the, yeah, now all the people that are like,
you can find it on the hit Bumper Gomez up. I'll get you the songs. You could jam them in all your cars if you want.
No.
Whatever you want. So,
it's all good.
They want me to. Hey, can you Lana knows what I'm trying to do.
What happened?
Yeah, it's that one. No. It's actually the center one.
Ooh, I love your nails. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Had to compliment the nails.
There you go. That's good right there. That's perfect. All right.
Gotcha.
Better.
No, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I think it was a journey. It really was a journey, and I'm grateful for everything that is happening, good or bad. Doesn't matter. It was still, I got to learn from it. I got to make some really good connections. Like, I mean some really, really good connections. And I have a lot of things coming. It's not stopping me. It's not hindering me. It's just pushing me further. You know, that's how I look at it. And that's how I'm going to continue looking at it. And we'll go from there.
I saw that you talked to, you know, watching you on Saturday, intermingling with people, you know, the people there in the crowd. That's good. Keep doing that. Like,
I love people.
People love that, right? Because, you know, it's nothing more than, man, I really like that girl's song. I went to say hi to her and she was just like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always be that people person for sure.
I love it. I love people. And people knew me too. I was shocked. I was like, they're like, Gabriela, like, and they take pictures with me and it's like, it's so cool. I mean, it's kind of crazy sometimes. Like the other day I was at Bill Miller's and I got noticed and I was like, because I was in my car, so I was like, oh, you know, like trying to, I like.
Get her a free carne taco.
I was like trying to like cover myself. No, but it's cool once you start getting recognized for who you are because of
cool,
what you
man.
do. So.
Shout out to M2. M2 is watching. Jojo Herrera. Shout out to Ray Games watching all the way from Tulare, California.
Tulare, California. Hi, Cali.
Cali is in the house. And again, everybody watching on YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in on Facebook Live. If you're watching on behalf of Gabriela, welcome to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. We do this every single Wednesday, getting in-depth conversations with all kinds of artists. But really, man, honestly, the show, I really like to say, it's not just music. It's based on our cultura, our heritage, all those things mixed into one. I just really love to push it. You know what I mean? And this platform has opened so many doors for me.
Yeah.
Like so many, like literally, Gabriela, you have no idea how many things how much stuff I have on my plate right now.
I'm glad.
And I'm not bitching about it, right? But it's a lot. Like when you got to deal with your family and stuff, and it's like, man, I started this to be fun. Now it's starting to be serious.
Now they're like, we want it? That's
yeah,
good.
you know what I mean? It's starting to be a little serious. So, Cristelo's on. Hey, Cristelo, we got to talk. Maybe you can
duet. Your name came up.
So yeah, your name came up with Gabriela. Ruby Ann, another beautiful artist from the Valley. What's up, Gabriela? Bumper, I saw you on Cindy's music video. Yes, that was me. If you haven't seen Cynthia Bustamante's new video, that's me. La carita de ángel. That's me.
I'm dead. That was with Felipe, right? You did that one?
Yeah, with Felipe Leal, man. The
okay,
AGL videography. It was fun. It was really, really cool to do. Cynthia is awesome. We got to get her on here on the show pretty soon. She was out there Saturday doing a meet and greet. Great music. Another artist that's out there that's making great music, and it needs to be shared.
I love it.
You said where you want to be in 5 to 6 months, right?
Yeah.
With all of that, where you want to be, moving to a new city, how are you going to juggle all that?
I'll make it work. I'm going to make it work regardless. You could throw a rock at my face every morning to wake me up. And like, I could wake up with like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, I already do it so much in my life. So you just keep going. You add it into your schedule. You make time. You wake up extra early. You just got to do what you got to do. And that's how I look at it. I'll make it work, though. Trust me. That's one thing.
I said earlier, one thing that I really want to emphasize about tonight's interview is that, Gabriela's not Mexicana. She's not Tejana. She's not somebody who grew up in Texas and just grew up on Tejano music, just so happened not to be Mexicana. No. She grew up in Florida, and the mix of nationalities you are, and then to end up here in Texas doing Tejano music. One says, one thing about our genre is like, it's beyond what you think it is. To the everyday Tejano fan, it's beyond that. Our music's an art form. People enjoy it all over the world, right? I just find it amazing that a young girl from the state of Florida decided to pick it up and run with it. And us being Texans, being the friendly state, invite her in.
Yeah.
Be open to it. Don't be like, chale, that's new shit. I'm not gonna. Because I see it all the time. Like, Gabriela, I'll be real with you.
Yeah, go for it.
I always say, last year at Fanfare, Felipe followed me along, and I went through the whole crowd. 10 to 17,000 people in the street. Jam-packed. Tejano music playing on 360 degrees around me. And I went and people were having good. It was families, moms, dads with their older kids, younger kids, young parents, older parents, all walks of San Antonians and people from all over the United States.
Right.
I interviewed about 20 people. And I asked each one of them the same question. The question was, give me an artist, a new artist. And I even make it broader. Within the last 5 years of if you're a Tejano fan, you listen to Tejano music every day. That's your go-to music. That's my go-to. That's what I listen to. Okay, cool. Give me a new artist from the last 5 years. Ready, set, go.
They were quiet, weren't they?
They give me names, but they were old. They've been around 10, 15 years, right? Can you believe out of all those interviews, you know how many people gave me a new artist?
1, 2.
None.
Really?
None. I got to get with Felipe because he's got a picture of me where I go and sit down on the steps and I'm literally like buzzed with sadness. Like, here we are at the Fanfare trying to promote music and all these people here having a great time and not one person could tell me. Like, some could cheat. All you had to do was look at the side of the stage and you could see some of the new artists. Like, just say one, right? There was a lot of new artists, but not one.
Wow.
Not one.
That's so sad, though.
So, I think, like this Marcus Esparza just said, you're going to change that. You're going to change that.
So.
You know what I'm saying?
I just got a call today. Somebody, I'm not going to say it yet. Something's in the works, but someone from Corpus, it's a whole venue. and the owners are older. And they were like, we want that Gabriela Martinez girl. Like, they said my name, like, they knew me, and they were like, the Morena, her. And
They want the Morena.
I was like, okay, it has to be me. Has to be me. No, but it's like, I started seeing that I'm reaching further than where I could have ever imagined. Honestly, I never thought people were going to take a liking. I never thought Tejanos would accept me. I was scared. I really was, because...
I'll tell you, we are a friendly state, but Chicanos aren't very accepting of a lot of things. That's just straight up. It's in our cultura. Like we're not open to. I mean, just music right now. We're just trying to tell you, like even just new music for people who they grew up here. This is what they know. Even for them, and here you are coming in, right? Yeah. And we adopted you. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. You know, Texas has adopted Gabriela Martinez, and. You know, to your beautiful mother and your dad, welcome to Texas. And you know, anytime you'll see me or my family, we'll always welcome you with open arms. Gabriela, I want to wish you the very best, dude, in everything you do, man. And just remember what I said, right? You're carrying that young generation, that we need. You have it on your back.
We got this.
There's a target on your back. That too. I'm sure Shelly would be the first one to tell you. Oh, there's a target on your back, and there's always going to be people out there that want to see you fail, and that's okay. If you call what happened this weekend, I don't call it a failure. It's not a failure, and maybe it's a misunderstanding. Whatever the case may be, it's done and over with. There's nothing you can do to change it. All you can do is move forward. Because if you dread on the past, it's not going to do nothing but bring you down.
Exactly.
Let that shit go. Move on. Be who you're going to be, and continue to give us awesome music. You're going to get it. Even if they took away 4 or 5 of your hits, how many was it? 4 or 5?
It was 6.
6? Okay. Well, I was off. 6 of them, you know. Start again, dude. Start again.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2. 1 is closed. 2's open. But Gabriela, right now I'm going to give you the mic. If there's anything you want to say, any feelings you want to get off your chest, anybody shout outs you want to get, the mic is yours. You can say whatever the heck you want.
I get excited. Okay, well, first and foremost, my music is not available for streaming right now, guys, but no worries. We're working on it, and it's going to be bomb.com. It's going to be amazing. So I got you. Hold on tight. But you can follow me anywhere on social media at Gabriela Martinez Oficial. Gabriela Martinez Oficial. Gabriela Martinez Oficial. I always say it 3 times. Sight trick. It sticks better when you say it 3 times. Also write in red.
Your mom just gave an awesome idea.
What'd she say? Just
your album.
What'd she say?
The album name.
Oh, is it Aquí Estoy?
Nope.
What is it?
Chapter 2.
Oh, I thought about that. She's such a copycat, Gisela.
And TDK told me to tell you hello. He's watching. TDK.
Hi, TDK. He's so great. He spun me until my eyes almost fell out my head.
He said, Lady Gator in the house.
I'm a bull. Go Bulls. But thank you to everyone for your support in general. Even at the times when I do feel like giving up, I see all your positive comments. I see everything. I see the love nonstop on all of my platforms. So thank you. It means the most to me. Thank you to my family as well, to my Nana, my Davy. Those are my siblings. And then Mommy and Pig, which is my dad. We have matching tattoos, by the way, 2. 3, actually. I lied.
You have what?
Matching tattoos. Me and my dad. We're tight. Homies. But no, thank you guys. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone. And this is just the beginning, baby. We moved to San Antonio. We're about to get shiz done. I'm not going to curse. Kid friendly. So this is just the beginning, and I'm ready. Oh my God.
Not only is she an awesome vocalist, she's funny, she's witty. Like you got to meet her, man. And honestly, you got to meet her. And I'm glad that I got to share share with the world Gabriela Martinez on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm about. Right? I'm about bringing new artists to the forefront so you guys can enjoy them.
And I appreciate it. People like you, we look up to, honestly. I talk to a lot of the younger artists, and we look up to people like you, people like Shelly, people like Jim Luna, for example, who's been helping me get shows, because we need you guys' hand. Whether we want to admit it or not, we need it because we're
Right.
starting, you know? So thank you.
No, you're very welcome. And then because she's here, I mean, I used to give her shout outs all the time, but then I didn't see her comment no more, and I didn't see her on my just facing her. I'm giving her a hard time. Chingona, if you guys have never if you never followed La Chingona, you could find her on all my friends list, anywhere on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Very real, a Tejano influencer, has her own little podcast she does. What is it? Something on Friday nights, Kicking It with La Chingona. And she does kind of the same thing. More the artist gets to sing right there in your face. And she's an advocate for new artists as well. And she's a very real person. She's very open. Her sayings are always pretty awesome. Sometimes it's one of those that you needed to hear that day, right? No matter what you're going through. She'll give a positive spin on life. Sometimes, a negative into a positive, or just, let the hate roll off your back. But Chingona, thank you, man. Thank you for being who you are, and continue to do what you're doing, because the more of us there is, the more we stay relevant. At the end of the day, that's what it's about, is keeping our onda relevant. And to everybody watching, man, if this is your first time watching Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, please don't let it be the last. Subscribe to the channel. Bumper Gomez on YouTube is another channel you can subscribe to, like and share it. Keeping Up with Bumper is another channel. So it's gonna get better. If you see us, if you see any three of us out there in the open, come up and say hello. And with that being said, don't forget, here in about 30 minutes, I'll be leaving the comfort of my studio, and I'll be on the southeast side of San Antonio, which is the complete opposite of where I'm at now. Tejano Wednesdays, the new Mustang Sally's. I'll be there live with La Chismosa. Great atmosphere. Like, you have to see it for yourself. Don't go off what you used to know about it. It would go in there now. I promise you're going to be blown away. Not only that, there might be some special dancers there. So make sure you guys check it out. There was rumor out there might be some dancers showing up, little cumbia competition or whatnot. Yes. So it's going to be great, man. Tejano Wednesdays at the new Mustang Sally's tonight. That's right now. As soon as we get off the show, wash your face, brush your fangs, do whatever you got to do, and make your way out to Mustang Sally's, 3428 Roosevelt, San Antonio, Texas, 78. Stop. He knows we're doing a Wacky Wednesday, and he continues. No, he keeps calling, man. Gabriela, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. If people didn't know who Gabriela is today, they know who Gabriela is.
Now you do.
Now you do. And you know her story. So when you see her, it's all about grinding, and it's about coming and following her dreams. And it's up to us so she can live it. We have to support her wherever you see her name. Make sure you support her. Let's see. Fangs. Somebody put fangs. Como soy vampiro. Jordan Rodriguez, thank you for to join us there at the end of the show. Welcome to the show, and good night. No, to your mom, special thanks to your mom and dad for giving us Gabriela. And letting us adopt her.
Birthing me, Mom.
And we're going to adopt you too. So first thing is a dinner out, and we'll have some carne asada, rice and beans, flour tortillas.
Yeah.
How about barbacoa? Have you had barbacoa yet?
Yeah, of course.
Did you like
barbacoa?
it?
Oh, yeah. I asked my mom the other day. I was like, she ordered it was carne asada. And I was like, Mom, barbacoa. And she was like, they don't have it, Gabriela. The attitude. My mom and I, you're going to see, she'll be quiet at first, but we're like, she's like me. And we look the same. She got my genes, my good genes. My mom did. So, you'll see.
Again, to all the YouTubers, man, thank you guys for tuning in to Tejano Chicano 13, El Músico. I really appreciate you guys always hanging out, watching the whole show. I know it's 2 hours, but hey, it's Wednesday night, man. You know that's what you got to do on Wednesdays. You got to watch Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
Of course.
So, Gabriela, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Chingona, thank you for coming and checking out the studio and for chaperoning our 20-year-old here. I would invite you out, but you're not even old enough to get in.
September.
So there you go,
September 29th, guys. I almost forgot my birthday, but I promise that's the day.
And my last thing is to the parents. This week, a lot of you start school tomorrow. I know my son starts school tomorrow. You know, a lot of people already started school this week. Hey, we got to do what we got to do, man. And that means getting our kids to school, especially our cultura, man. We got to educate our kids. And good luck to every single buddy, all the new students that are going back to school. Good luck to the parents. Maybe some of you got to get up a little bit earlier now than you were, right? But we got to get them. We got to get them to school, man. To all the DJs, all the program directors, to all the artists that are watching, I appreciate the love. Believe me, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate the love and the fact that you guys are giving Bumpers Wacky Wednesday a shot. And I honestly, I really, really appreciate that. So, Gabriela, again, thank you. Chingona, thank you. Mustang Sally's, I'll see you in 30 minutes. La Chismosa's already probably out there on scene. You'll see me. I'll be live here in a minute, just in a different scenario. Gabriela, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, next Wednesday, you better tune in. We have another artist that's been around for a long time, was doing his own thing. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be a great interview. Don't want to give you who it is until a little bit later, but check it out. It's gonna be a good time. Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see y'all guys again next Wednesday. Bumpers